Cutting tiles in curves. These tiles are 2 foot square, 9mm thick outdoor porcelain tiles. So to cut them, I've got this wheel by eBauer. It's a diamond tipped blade. They sell them for between £5 and £20. There's a range at Toolstation. And Screwfix, mine cost about 15. So what I've done is I've set up this wheel on my angle grinder and set up my angle grinder on a pivot with radius of the circle that I'm trying to cut. It's made of 2 parts. There's a base boardlet with just a pole in it. It's a bit of broom handle type dowel. Put a spacer on made of some waste pipe just to keep it the right height. And then the tricky bit really is fixing the angle grinder. You do have a bit of an ally, because where the handle fits onto an angle grinder, there's a piece you can unscrew with an M12 thread in it. It can go either side, so there's one of these fixings on either side that you can screw through from a board, and then you can fix your angle grinder like that. The rest of the assembly is just a curve and some cable ties, and then the whole thing is set on a scrap piece of 2x1 that I had to give the length that I wanted, and at the other end just another piece screwed on at 90 degrees with a hole in it the same size as the dowel. It's got a couple of screws through so you can adjust the length. So have a couple of swings, make sure everything's running freely, you got your wire out the way, and you're pretty much set up to cut. Put the tile where it's going to go, mark it up, the radius and the space that you want, and then as long as you have a test run and both ends you hit the mark at both ends, then it's pretty much got to be right. So when you do the cutting, you see that I'm going very slowly here, because this is the arc that just goes through the glaze. So go slowly, don't press very hard, otherwise you get bad chipping out. So just very gently through the glaze, and you can see you get a pretty good edge. And then there's a bit of slack in this, just a millimetre or so, but on the first cut I kind of pulled it, and then on the second I just pushed it a little bit, so when you're cutting deeper into the tile it does split out a little bit, but look, it's on the side that I'm not going to use. After that you just put your tile down, give it a confident thump. You're already maybe halfway through, give it a tonk, it'll break off, and you get a nice perfect curve with a nice quality edge, which when it's been grouted up will look fine. So put it in place. Oh, that's good, look at that, it fits. And here's another one, just give it a tonk, be confident, it'll go where you want it to, and pop that one in place too. So that's the basic idea for cutting curves with tiles. Set yourself up an angle grinder, stick it on an arm, and it'll cut you a lovely curve, perfect every time. When these tiles have been stuck down and grouted in, I reckon it's going to be a pretty decent job.